President Trump suggested Friday that he could make a trade deal with Mexico contingent on the neighboring country's assistance with the United States migrant crisis. Trump has repeatedly said that Mexico is doing nothing for us as on immigration and noted in a tweet that the U.S. buys most of the border states' outgoing products. 80% of Mexico's exports come to the United States. They totally rely on us, which is fine with me, he said. They do have, though, very strong immigration laws. The U.S. has pathetically weak and ineffective immigration laws that the Democrats refuse to help us fix. Trump said at the end of the message, "We'll speak to Mexico." For months, Trump has said he would use trade negotiations with Mexico to extract concessions equivalent to the money he needs for his border wall. At a May rally, he claimed it was because they do absolutely nothing to stop people from going through Mexico, from Honduras and all these other countries. Mexican President Enrique Pena Nieto said then in a jab directed squarely at Trump on Twitter that no, Mexico will never pay for a wall. Not now, not ever. He signed off with the valediction, "Sincerely Mexico, all of us." Since last year, the U.S. and Mexico have been engaged in negotiations to revamp the North American trade agreement they are bound to with Canada or rip it up. Trump, a former businessman and the leader who initiated the talks, says that he cannot get what he considers to be a better deal for the U.S. He'll gladly walk away. According to State Department data, in 2017, roughly 82% of Mexico's exports came to the United States. The only countries the United States does more business with are Canada and China. Remittances between the U.S. and Mexico further accounted for $27 billion worth of capital in 2016, with most of the money flowing from families in the U.S. to relatives on the opposite side of the border. With the migrant crisis front and center this week amid public outrage over child separation, Trump pinpointed Mexico's failure to catch and deport Central American families as a cause of the United States' immigration problems. Mexico, by the way, is doing nothing for us. Nothing. They have the strongest immigration laws. They can do whatever they want. They can keep people out of Mexico, he said. You have a 2,000-mile journey up Mexico. They walked through Mexico like it's walking through Central Park. It's ridiculous. Mexico does nothing for us. Share this article. Bringing up his desire to reform NAFTA, Trump revealed that he's being so tough because it's a terrible deal for the United States. Mexico is making $100 billion a year off us and the horrible NAFTA deal. And I am being tough, he said Thursday at a cabinet meeting. One of the reasons I'm being tough is because they do nothing for us at the border. They encourage people, frankly, to walk through Mexico and go into the United States because they're drug traffickers, they're human traffickers, they're coyotes, he said. I mean, we're getting some real beauties. Trump said point blank, Mexico is doing nothing for us except taking our money and sending us drugs. They're doing nothing. They could solve this problem in 2 minutes. You wouldn't even have to do anything. But they don't do it. They talk a good game, but they don't do it. So we'll see how that all comes out.